morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. Sorry for that, folks. Technical difficulties. Computer just went off on me. Not sure what happened, but I'm back at it. Welcome to another edition to Chopping It Up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. Hey, we're in the midst of NBA All-Star Weekend, and I just want to begin again. Last night kicked off NBA All-Star Weekend, and you had the Rising Stars Challenge game. And that game features first-year and second-year players. And what the NBA has done with it, because the sport is such a global entity, what they did was they divided up a team against USA against the world. And the game did not disappoint. If you're a fan of defense, then you tuned into the wrong game. But if you're a fan of offense and like to see offense, the game was for you. And they played two halves, kind of like college type style. And the final score was 150 to 141. Yes, let me repeat that. 150 to 141. They was putting it up from everywhere. A lot of dunks, but more importantly, lots of three-pointers. As Jamaal Murray steps away with MVP honors. Rookie out of Kentucky. He plays on Denver. And I tell you what, Denver has been hovering around that 8th spot, maybe somewhere between 8, 9, and 10, with an outside shot of getting in the playoffs. And I tell you what, he's been a big factor of it. He's helped the bench. He's come out. He's played well. The guy can shoot and score with the best of them. He's got a scorer's mentality. At some point, he's going to be the starting two-guard over there in Denver. But phenomenal job by him. He scored 36 points. I think he hit 9 three-pointers, I think it was. The guy was on fire. He was launching from anywhere on the court. But he was being challenged now. Frank Kaminsky III out of Wisconsin. Remember, he had that Final Four run. He had 31, and he was putting them up from long range. He was giving you a little imitation of what Dirk Nowitzki looks like. But it was definitely a fun game to watch. The Knicks was represented by two players, and Porzingis, he did not disappoint anyone. He scored 24, so he represented the Knicks well. But what a fun game it was to watch. I'm going to tell you something. I look at this game last night, and I look at some of the stars that was playing, some of the players that was playing, and I can tell you this, the NBA is healthy. The NBA is really healthy. You got some good-looking players in there. You know, I talk about Jamaal Murray winning an MVP. I actually think he should be leading for Rookie of the Year. I know it's going to be tough not to give it to Joel Embiid, but my question to you guys are, does Joel Embiid have enough games played? Will he have enough games played at the end of the season to be able to win this game? And that's the question you have to ask. And I'm not sure if he will or he will not. And if he doesn't have enough games, then it should go to the next one. And I think Jamaal Murray is doing a fantastic job. And another guy that I think should be considered Rookie of the Year, and I'm sure he's going to be on the all-rookie team, and he was in the game last night, and that's Brogdon out of Virginia, who plays for Milwaukee. He's having you know what? He's playing the game like Jason Kidd played the game. But he does have the ability to go to the basket and score a little bit. But excellent game among these stars. And as I said, I think the future is bright. You know, whether it's from the big men who can step out and shoot, or some of the smaller guys who can give you the little bit of the oohs and ahs, because this game did feature some oohs and ahs, you know. So, great performance by the youngsters. And like I said, future is bright for the NBA with these guys. These guys played on Friday night. Eventually, the majority of them is probably going to be playing on Sunday night. And that's the thing you want to do. You want to go from this game to the game on Sunday. So give them a couple of years, and we should be featuring some of them on the Sunday All-Star game. All right? The celebrity game, wasn't that funny this year or exciting, I guess, because Kevin Hart wasn't in. Kevin Hart is a guy, I think he was a 4-time MVP, possibly 2-time MVP. He brings a little different element to the game when he's there, because he's just hilarious. You know? You kind of miss him when he's not there, but nevertheless, it was a good celebrity game. Those guys have fun there too as well. Moving along to the activities today, bunch of activities starting from 5 o'clock on. But the main ones are the 3-point shooting contest, the skills challenge, and the slam dunk. Of course, the slam dunk is the one that I'm looking forward to. But I got to tell you, I enjoy the 3-point shooting contest as well. I think that Klay Thompson is going to be the favorite going in. Steph Curry's sitting out. But here's a guy that could challenge Klay, and that's Devin Booker. Another kid out of Kentucky, second-year player. Doesn't seem like every star player in the league is out of Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky represents the NBA very well. From DeMarcus Cousins to Anthony Davis, Karl Anthony Towns. You have Patrick Patterson. You have John Wall. You have Eric Bledsoe. You have Brandon Knight. You have Devin Booker. You have Jamaal Murray. And I know I'm missing people. I know I'm missing people. That's just 10. You can form a team of all-stars just with that and play everybody else. Unbelievable, the talent that Terrence Jones. It's just unbelievable of the talent that's represented in the NBA that's from Kentucky. Enes Kanter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyway, the All-Star festivities continue tonight. And I like the fact that Aaron Gordon is returning for the slam dunk contest. He'll be going up against DeAndre Jordan, Derek Jones Jr., and some other guy. I just can't remember his name right now. I apologize for that. But I'm going with Aaron Gordon. I mean, what he did last year was just phenomenal, amazing. Probably the most creativity since Vince Carter. You know, when you look back at some of the dunk contests 30 years ago, I mean, to see what they was doing then and had us like, oh, wow, ooh, wow. And now to see where they have taken it, I mean, the father of the creativity of the dunk has to be Vince Carter. The godfather is Dr. J. But what Vince Carter started doing in the 2000s with the creativity, and now to see what these guys are doing now is unbelievable. And I saw an interview last night with Aaron Gordon, and he said that you haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, if he can top what he did last year, I mean, even if he can duplicate what he did last year, it's phenomenal. But if he could come out and give us some originality and top last year, oh, he may become the king of dunkers. Because he should have won last year. I don't think Zach LaVine beat him out. Zach LaVine was good, but I thought that Aaron Gordon should have won. I thought he got robbed. But nevertheless, it was good entertainment, and that's what we tune in for, to be entertained. To be entertained. Sunday is the All-Star game. Carmelo, he was selected as a replacement. Quite a few people thought that Bradley Beal should have got in, and they thought that the only reason why Carmelo got in is because of politics or political reasons. Blah, 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 blah. He's averaging 24 points a game. Carmelo is still that guy. He's in. I wish he had gone. I think he needs to rest. He played this summer in the Olympics. He's got an ailing shoulder. This game is meaningless. But you know what? I guess it's a token of appreciation from a player standpoint to know that, you know, people still recognize what he contributes to the game each and every night. So kudos to him for being selected. On the other hand, shout out to my son. He's tuning in. What's up, Rob? On the other hand, how about this? This has been a pressing question going on for Steve Kerr. Would we see Durant, Draymond, Klay, Curry, and Westbrook on the court at the same time in the All-Star game? Let me tell you something. That would be must-see TV for a moment. That's strictly theater right there. I mean, here's my question, though. The bigger question. If the Golden State 4 is on the court and Kerr says, Westbrook, go in, does Westbrook get off the bench and go in? I don't know if I would. I'd be like, nah, somebody else can go in. We'll see what happens, though. But knowing Westbrook, the competitor that he is, he'll go out there and play 1 against 5 and don't pass nobody the ball. I mean, that's just who he is. He don't like those guys. So it should be fun. Let's see what happens. But you got the All-Star game on Sunday, so it should be fun. All right? And congratulations to all the participants that were selected from the Rising Star game, the 3-point shootout, the slam dunk, and cost the big game on Sunday, the All-Star. All right, but moving right along, although it's NBA All-Star Weekend, there was some other news that made headlines. I got one for you. It's clearly the Super Bowl of the NBA this weekend. And then we have the New York Jets, Derelle Revis, making headlines for all the wrong reasons. After being awful all season last year, he has the audacity to put himself in a position. I'm not saying he started it or he's wrong, whatever the case is, because I don't have all the facts. But he's been arrested on four counts, 4 felony counts, first-degree assault, robbery for taking someone's cell phone and throwing it. Talking about if convicted, he can spend up to 20 years in jail. I mean, listen, he's out on his own. Chances are nothing is going to happen. He probably get a little slap on the wrist. But this goes to all you athletes out there and celebrities that have fame. You have to be smart when you're out there. I'm not saying you can't hang out, but you have to be smart. There's people out there that's trying to entice you into behavior that's other than yourself. There's people out there that have jealousy, envy, just want to heckle you, bother you. Man, you got to keep your cool. If you can't keep your cool out in public like that, I mean, you probably need to maybe not go out as often, or if you do go out with bodyguards or something like that, because I mean, this looks like a slap on the wrist, but it could be worse. It really can. It could be worse. So, Derelle Revis, I hope that everything works out for you, and it doesn't bother you. Chopping it up with Ramel. Good morning. You on the air? Who's on the line? I guess that was someone who was a little shy. But anyway, yeah, Derelle Revis, you have to be a little careful about that. You really do. And for all the rest of the athletes out there. My son, Ryder God, he says Durant will pass to Westbrook, but Westbrook won't pass to Durant. You're probably right on that. I don't think Westbrook is going to pass to anyone, if that was the case. Westbrook is going to go out there and look to be MVP. He's already captured this award once. I can see him do it again. He's just got that mentality. He's looking to go out there and do well. I wouldn't be surprised. In other news this weekend, I don't know who paid $29.99 last night to see Roy Jones fight a cruiserweight opponent by the name of Bobby Guns. I don't know who paid I want to know who paid $29.99 to see Roy Jones Jr. fight last night. A cruiserweight fight. He won by TKO in the 8th round. Can someone please tell Roy Jones that he does a phenomenal job as a commentator and that he should no longer continue to box? Whatever legacy that he has or he think he has, he is not enhancing it by continuing to fight, and especially continue to fight bums. Please, can someone tell him to hang it up? I don't know anybody who's willing to pay $29.99 to see him fight. And I want to give him credit, because he could have charged $49.99. But the fact that you're only charging $29.99 goes to show you that your days are long gone, sir. Please, let this be your swan song. Let this be your swan song. Hang up the gloves. Hang them up. Hang them up. If you need money, just get a second job. But this is not it. We witnessed Bernard Hopkins taking a fight too long. He got knocked through the ropes, hit the canvas outside the ring, got a 20 count, and still didn't get up. I mean, all jokes aside, boxing is serious, guys. Boxing is serious. maybe the most instrumental athlete of our generation or our time, at least one of them, recognized as the greatest, Muhammad Ali. He suffered dearly from that sport. Suffered dearly. Remember, there's no timeouts and there's no tag team, no substitution. This is you. Everybody in there is capable of ending your life. At some point, when you're above 40 years old, you just say no. What is Roy Jones fighting for? It's not going to improve his credibility. It's not going to improve his street cred. It's not going to put him on a Mount Rushmore of boxers. And he can't be making money, or a lot of money, if he's only charging $29.99. A couple of years ago, his fight was only online. Roy, hang it up, please. I'm asking you, please, hang it up. You do a phenomenal job as a boxing commentator. Open up a gym, become a trainer, become a promoter. You know the sport. You know the sport very well. You can help others. Help yourself. Get away from the ring. Get out the ring, I should say. But on another note in boxing news, and this happens quite often too, during NBA All-Star Weekend, there always seems to be a headline fight or something like that. And this year there's another one. I remember some years ago, I'm watching the NBA All-Star Weekend, a slam dunk contest, and there was some buddies of mine in another room watching another event, and thank goodness they was recording it. But that was the Buster Douglas fight against Mike Tyson, when Buster Douglas upset Mike. It might be still the biggest upset in all of sports, the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight. That might be the biggest upset of all sports to this day. But nevertheless, there's a fight on tonight, and I'll definitely have the DVR going to watch that. You got Adrian Bronner going up against Adrian Granados. Anybody who knows me knows that I don't like Bronner. He just talks too much. He's a very good boxer, don't get me wrong. When he loses, don't get me wrong. He's had a couple of losses, but he's a very good boxer. But he just talks too much mess. You know, and the thing about it, he hasn't done nothing great yet to talk that. You know, I'm not a fan of Mayweather, but Mayweather's great. Whatever Mayweather wants to say, he can, because he's performed on great levels, greatness. But Bronner can't speak like a Mayweather. He hasn't done nothing great. I don't even know one great fight he won. But can he box? Oh, absolutely. He can box. No doubt about it. Yes, he can box. He can box. So it should be interesting tonight. Like I said, you still have the All-Star Weekend, and then you have some boxing on tonight. I believe it's on Showtime tonight. So enjoy the night. I'll see you guys tomorrow in 24. This is Ramel. We're chopping it up with Ramel. No notes, straight from the throat. You guys have a great day. Peace and blessing. And we'll do this again tomorrow.